Alright, welcome back to the channel, you guys. Austin here. Super glad to have you back on the channel. You guys, it's been a few days since I last put out a video. The reason is last week was finals at school, and so finals were crazy. Last week was insane. I put out one video, but that's about it. And anyways, those ended, so now that's done, and this week starts up spring term at school, so it doesn't really ever stop, but at least it's not finals week, so I'm looking forward to putting out more videos. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe. I hope that this video is an awesome way for you to kind of step back, relax a little bit, and get some impressions on something that has become pretty personal to me in the last few days, and that goes along with an announcement that I have, which is I finally caved, and I bought an Apple Watch. So I have the Apple Watch Series 5 44mm. I did it in silver. Funny thing is, I've actually had this watch before in space gray. Didn't love it, and so I returned it, but this time I think I'm going to be keeping it. The reason why I didn't get an Apple Watch earlier is because I think that there's lots of things to the Apple Watch that Apple could improve and should improve, and I think that will be improved in the future. The Apple Watch is still a pretty young product. We celebrated its 5-year anniversary a few days ago, which is part of the reason why I decided to get one. And yeah, I think that the Apple Watch Series 6 is going to be amazing. And one of the videos that I'd like to do is, should you get the Series 5 or should you wait and get the Apple Watch Series 6 instead? So if you'd like to see that video, drop a comment down below. That'd be great. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so your contribution would mean a lot. Alright guys, let's jump right in. So first impressions of the Apple Watch Series 5 in the last few days. I really like it. It's a great watch, and like I said, I'm going to talk more about what I think that Apple needs to do with the Apple Watch Series 6 and watchOS 7 in another video, but just kind of my impressions with the Apple Watch Series 5 as I've had it is it's been pretty great. It's fast is the first thing. This watch is pretty fast. One thing that I do notice a stutter on is when I go to apps. When I click in the crown and I go to apps, there always seems to be a little bit of a stutter. I don't know if you can tell there in the video, but there always seems to be a little bit of a stutter in that motion for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure why. It seems like Apple would have figured that out by now, but I don't know. Now, the other thing that I really like about the Apple Watch so far is the amount of complications that you can fit on the face of the Series 4 and 5. The rounded display means that you can fit more complications around the edges. Yeah, on the Infograph face, you can have up to 8 complications, and so that's kind of a big deal. The thing is, I don't love the look of the Infograph face on the silver for whatever reason, and that's kind of another thing. Well, I'll get to that in the other video. I keep wanting to say things that I wish Apple would change, but I'm not going to say that in this video. I'm going to do that in another video, but I'm just trying to give you my first impressions here. I got the Nike edition of the Apple Watch, and so I really prefer this face the best. I have my motivation app up top, which kind of gives me a little motivational saying, and it switches out throughout the day, so it's kind of cool. I also have the date on the top left, which I think is nice, and something about, you know, showing the date before and afters, it like gives you context. I don't know what that is, but I think it looks really good. I really like it. I've got reminders on the top right. I've got my activity in the bottom right, and then I've got the temperature in the bottom left. Also something cool, if you click on the Nike symbol here in the middle, it takes you straight to the Nike Run app. I don't run, but I assume for somebody that runs, that's a cool feature. I just think it looks good, and I like what Nike stands for, so it's cool. The other thing that I've really loved about the Apple Watch so far is that the speakers are awesome, and the microphone is also great. People haven't been able to tell when I've been talking to them on the phone that I'm talking to them through my Apple Watch, so I think that that's a huge plus. It's been really, really great so far, really impressive. I also want to tell you about some of the apps that I've gotten onto my Apple Watch in the last few days that I've really enjoyed. The first one that I've done is it's a water tracking app, and it's actually free, so I'll put a link to it down in the description, but it's called Water Reminder. It's really great, and it saves the last few inputs that you've done, so you can kind of like keep track of that. As you can tell, it's already 6 o'clock in the evening, and I'm only 30% complete, so obviously I could use some help drinking water, which is why I got the app. Really liking that app so far. Another app that I've really loved on my Apple Watch so far, and I think is a necessity, is Robinhood. I don't necessarily want to show you this because that has some personal information on it, but Robinhood is awesome. I use it for all of my investing, and it's really nice that it shows you your stocks and it shows you the stock prices right then, so it's really nice. I've really liked having Robinhood. Another one that's really nice that comes pre-installed on the watch is Now Playing, so I can control the music on my HomePod, on my iPhone, my Mac, through my AirPods, whatever, all right here on my wrist. That's actually been really, really nice so far. You noticed here on my watch face that across the top of the watch face it has the motivational phrase, and those actually change throughout the day. The app that I get that from is right here. It's called Motivation, and it's really cool. You just tap and it gives you other like motivational phrases. I really get into this kind of stuff, even though I realize some of it's kind of cheesy and like some of it really doesn't even mean anything. It's like, choose to be happy. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know, but I really like it, and it reminds me like what's important, and it also keeps me updated, keeps me motivated, so it's really great. Another one that's pretty fun is Pong. You can basically just play Pong, and you move the crown to move your little tile that hits the ball. It's actually a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it so far. I'm still only on level 1, but it's actually been pretty fun. The other one that I've played a few more rounds of is within this app. It's called Watchsmith, and if you go into Watchsmith and you go down to games, then you can hit bounce. I really like this one. It's fun, and the ball gets faster, and you kind of go around and you hit it. It's actually a lot of fun. I really like it. My high score so far, I think, is 11. So see if you can beat me on bounce. It's actually a really fun game. I've been really impressed with the App Store on the watch. Pretty awesome that you have an App Store on the Apple Watch. That's like really cool feature. It's totally lived up to my expectations, although I do wish that there was a category browser. But again, saving that for the next video. Okay. There are a lot of great apps that come pre-installed on the watch, but I don't really want to tell you about those because you're going to have them anyways. But some of those include reminders, and the mail app is actually really handy. The messages app is really handy. So that's just kind of my overview of the Apple Watch over the last few days. I'm still really looking forward to watchOS 7 and the Apple Watch Series 6 when it comes out. So again, if you want to see a video about some of the things that I'm expecting and hoping to see in that, make sure to leave a comment down below. But you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. It really means a lot to me. Make sure to like and subscribe. And you guys have a great week. We'll see you guys later for the next video, hopefully on the Apple Watch Series 6 and watchOS 7. Alright guys, peace.